Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Full Out. We have the awesome Lilan Bowden here today. She is so sweet. I love her so much. You may know her. She's an actress. You may know her from Shrinking or from NCIS or maybe even from Andi Mack, where I guess she played a teen mom. What? I'm like shocked by that. On a Disney show. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know they had teen moms on Nickelodeon shows, but she did it, guys, because she can do anything. Here we go. I'm not using that, but I kind of think it's funny. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Full Out. We have the awesome Lilan Bowden with us. She's so cool. I love her. She's an actress. You may know her from Shrinking, NCIS. You may even know her from Andi Mack. She's one of those people, when we met, we were like instant best friends, and I felt like I'd known her forever. And so I was so excited to have her come on the podcast, and I feel like you are going to love this.
Now, introducing Full Out with Brittany Ross.
The first time I remember seeing you was on Will Doty's improv team, like above a laundromat somewhere, like on La Brea or Highland or something.
It was above
like
a laundromat.
Maybe 15 years ago.
At least.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's so funny. And you were on Will Doty's team. And then...
That's nice because 15 years ago, I did not remember being very funny. Like, we were doing shows above a laundromat. You know, how funny can one be?
For above a laundromat, you were very funny.
Thank you.
I was like, she knows what she's doing. And then I feel like we have a lot of mutual friends, but then we sat backstage for 7 hours on something and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now we know each other.
Yeah. It was just kind of like, we just had to there was just a film layer that just needed to be punctured. And it's like, okay, but we had built up the...
Yeah, and then I think I talked to you for hours. And then I saw the screensaver on your phone and I was like, wait, that's your husband? I was like, oh my gosh, I know your husband. I was like, that's how we know each other.
Already friends, but we just needed to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
We were friends, we just needed to meet each other,
That's exactly how I felt too. That's so funny. And then we went to a birthday party pretty soon after that. And some of my closest friends were there, but they didn't know a bunch of the other people.
Yeah, that was a cool group. But it was so interesting because everybody was cool, but
nobody knew each other.
It was interesting.
But
yeah.
You and I were we know each other. We know everything about each other.
We go, now we go back. We did go back, but we just didn't realize it. And so we just had to catch up to go back.
Yes, exactly.
I'm moving around in time.
Exactly. My friends were like, I thought you were really good friends with everybody there. And I was like, yeah, Lilan, we've known each other, really known each other 2 weeks, but
amazing.
we known each other.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we so really funny. Did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay, so on this podcast, we're talking about people's origin, past story kind of.
Yes.
But I know you started doing improv in high school.
I did.
Is that where you started?
Yes.
And where were you living in high school?
I grew up in the California Bay Area. I was going to Castro Valley High in Castro Valley. And it was a new team. It was my sophomore year of high school. And some of the drama kids, just on their own, I think, just was like, hey, we're interested in improv. There's a comedy sports league in San Jose. We'll get somebody. Oh, that's how I remember. Oh, this is fun trivia too, because we now live in LA. One of the high schoolers that had graduated when I was a freshman, he went on to join the official San Jose comedy sports league. Do you know comedy sports?
I do know comedy sports. Don't they go to Germany and stuff?
Sure, I'm sure. They're a short form.
I feel like some people go and do it over there, right?
I'm sure. Okay. Improv's everywhere. But basically their style is they do live shows that are family friendly that resemble Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, that's fun.
Yes. And it's called Comedy Sports with a Z. Haha.
Of course. Because it was probably made in the early 2000s when they started it. When that was really cool to do.
Oh yeah. I think it was before, but definitely they got hit with the times and get that Z
That's
on going.
So funny.
But the host of the show wears a referee jacket. And then the teams, they wear like they wear like baseball tees, like mimicking a sports game, and like the referee has like a whistle, and they treat it, even though it's like still whose line is it anyway, those games, like the referee can like blow the whistle and call a foul. So if you say something dirty because it's a family show, then you get a foul.
Okay.
Or if like you can get a delay of game foul. If it's boring, then like the referee can
that's funny.
blow the whistle and be like, make something happen.
Does anybody ever say something dirty to like knowing they're going to get a foul and just kinda,
I mean,
it's like kind of
we
the
did
fun
comedy
of it?
sports high school. Of course, we're testing.
But was improv a thing that you knew about when comedy sports came? Like, or what? No. Were you doing drama?
I was doing drama. I always wanted to do acting.
Okay.
Like since I was like a kid. I was a shy kid. And so my parents were like, really? And my parents were computer people, like, so they were like, interesting. We'll see how this pans out. But they were supportive. They were like, okay, if you want to act, we'll get you classes. We'll see what's around. And then, so as a kid, like they did sign me up for like a workshop, and the workshop, like at the end, like you perform for agents, and if you get an agent, so I did like go on auditions, local commercial auditions as like a child, and I really liked that experience. And then that all kind of stopped like in middle school, and they're like, we are not driving to San Francisco anymore. This is bananas.
That's so funny that they do it in elementary school, but not middle school.
I know. Well, my parents were also getting divorced too. There was just like a lot going on.
Too much going on.
Yeah, my mom's parents were like both sick with cancer. So it was just like, okay, well, something's got to give.
Yeah.
But then I found my way back to drama in high school.
Okay.
I didn't take it freshman year, but my English teacher was like, you like drama. You should do the drama program. And so I just like went to.
How did your English teacher know you liked drama?
I mean, I guess, you just can't, like when you got it, baby, you got it. Like,
you're just like acting out all your papers or something?
Yeah, I think,
so I love that somebody knew that was in like a totally different area.
Yeah. Like, I think that like, I remember this. This is crazy. This is the first time I've thought about this memory since, but in freshman English class, the teacher had like sent out a survey being like, how can we make the class more interesting? Because the students weren't coming together. It was freshman year, And even though I had no friends and I was such a dork and nobody liked me, I was like, let's isolate oneself further. And I was like, what can make this class more interesting is if we act out scenes from like Ulysses or whatever we're reading. I submitted it. And so like the next day in class, the teacher was like, Lilan, would you like to come up and act out a scene? And I was like, yes. And I'm like,
were you excited or were you like, oh my God, she took it?
I mean, it was just in me. So it's just like, it was like something where he like, I don't know if it was Ulysses or not, but it was something I remember where it's like he's trying to not eat some forbidden thing and has to like pry his own hand away from his mouth. And like, and he like ends up on the floor, and I did the whole thing.
Oh my God.
To a class of total silence.
Also, to be a freshman and do that and be the first one to act out a thing in an English class.
Won me no friends. No one was like that weird chick is
feel
brave.
like I would have been your friend. I would have really liked that.
I do wonder.
I would have liked that. I think I liked stuff like that.
But also it's just like every person for themselves out here, you're not going to team up with somebody who's clearly a, social pariah. I get it too. I did not blame anyone for not wanting to be my friend. I was working stuff out.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like like in elementary school, I turned all my projects into some version of acting them out. Like I remember I read a book report of Mary Lou Retton. I wrote a book report because I was also obsessed with gymnastics on like the Olympic gymnasts. And I decided to wear my leotard to school the day I was going to read it out loud. And I sat in the splits the whole time I read it out loud in front of the class. And nobody else like dressed up or acted theirs out.
Your idea.
I just had to do that. So I feel like maybe we would have
I think you might be right.
We might have been friends.
Okay, maybe I think you're totally right. Oh, that's so great. But yeah.
So that's cool though. I love that you did that. And then she's like, I think you like drama. Did anybody else, did that stick? Did they keep acting out scenes in English?
No one.
You were the first person and only person?
I think it went so poorly that the teacher was like, okay, tried it. I'm not going to do that with another student. She was like, yeah, go see Ms. Daly, who I believe is still the teacher at Castro Valley High. And man, let me know when this podcast comes out, because I love to say on record that like she really did change my life. Like,
oh, that's great.
Like she's just like, I was chatting with a friend about this the other day, where it's like some of the training I got in the high school drama program because of Ms. Daly, Tiffany, was like more in depth than some of the like intro courses that I had in college.
Oh, wow.
You know, she was really very invested in making every semester different, every semester fun.
That's cool.
One semester we did clowning. One semester we did only Shakespearean, only classics that weren't Shakespearean.
Okay.
Like, you know, like to get us more familiar with that. One semester we did mime.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or Commedia dell'arte, you know, and we like really went into it. But yeah, so sophomore year, I'm already enrolled, or maybe this was beginning of sophomore year, but like the teacher was like, go check out the class. And I like just walked over and I was like, my teacher says I should be in here. And she was like, yep. And so she admitted me into intermediate for like the next year or something like that. And that is how I got into improv. This club formed after school. One of the drama kids who had then graduated, fun fact, is now the coach of comedy sports at this high school.
Okay.
Now the mayor of Burbank.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wait, what's his name?
Constantine Ratellis.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Yes. Every time we run into each other, he's like, I taught her improv. I love him say
And now
it.
he's the mayor.
He's the mayor.
Does he do improv anymore?
I think hobby-wise.
Okay.
Yes, but he's been a part of the comedy sports like professional league for like a long time.
That's awesome.
So he had graduated the year before and like came back to coach the team like with other people from the league. They would do that. They had like a high school program where like if you were on the performing team, you could like it was like a high school outreach thing. And so led sessions, taught basic improv games, taught the rules of like what makes a good scene, what makes it, you know, the idea of like saying yes and inclusion and adding to things and not asking questions. So that's where I got my training in improv.
Great.
Before I started the big leagues above the laundromat.
Above the laundromat, which is the big leagues in LA. Did you go to college and do improv in college?
I did.
Where did you go to college?
UC Irvine.
Okay.
They had a really, really intense, I don't think they're around anymore, but the team was called Live Nude People with Clothes On.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Teehee.
I love that. And then, but when you were in high school, were you going out and like doing shows at night? Or how did that work? You just did it at school?
Just did it at school. Like, we had like shows at the school. So like every, 3 months or whatever, we'd have another show that the community could come to.
Okay.
We just do a little show in the drama room.
And did you make friends through it? Do you feel like?
I mean, we were all like, all
close.
The improv group was drama people.
Okay.
So it was like a subset of anybody in the drama class, really, people who just really liked it. Not for everybody. Like I had a BFF that we did drama classes together. We both did improv. We tried improv together and she was like, not for me, I'm out. And I was like, well, see ya, I guess.
You're like, we're not friends anymore.
I
Give me back
calling.
my other side of that necklace.
I guess, yeah.
She was like, gotta
keep
hand
it
it out
whatever.
to somebody else.
Yeah, I found my home.
That's so funny. And you really felt like that when you started. You were like, this is what I'm going to do.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It like sometimes it doesn't come on like this like euphoric wave of like, my calling, my ever. It was just like I just felt secure. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Improv, and that was part of when I was touring colleges. I asked every tour, which was just the UCs, but do you have an improv group? And UC Irvine was extra attractive to me because the student who was giving my campus tour, I was still in high school, was like, yes, we do, but it's a little exclusive.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, challenge accepted. And yeah, it was a big deal at UC Irvine. Like, up to maybe 100 people would audition for essentially 9 spots.
Okay.
You know, and like the people who were on the team would re-audition.
Okay.
So there are 3 captains, quote, casting a team total of 12. And everybody on the team had a re-audition if you weren't a captain.
Okay.
And
Just like cheerleading.
yes, just like cheerleading, like that kind of intensity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, there were really big feelings that happened if you didn't get on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Even worse if you were on the team but didn't like make it for the next round,
Yeah,
the next quarter.
That's awful.
Yeah, like
I know.
it was big, and it was like a widely known entity. Our shows always sold out. They happened every other Friday.
Okay.
I know this because one of the rules we would make the audience chant before the show was "You will come," and then the audience would go every other Friday.
Oh my gosh. Should we start doing that at all stand-up shows?
I mean,
So before we start, we're all going to chant, "You will buy tickets to the next show."
every
That's so funny.
I mean, cult stuff works, man.
That's
like
so-
cults,
yeah.
you know, they
Yeah,
take
they
it too
do.
far. But
They really do. I feel like improv gets very culty. Did you make it right away?
I made it right away. I made it my first quarter.
And
freshman.
then you stayed all the way through on the
All the
team.
way through. And the last year I became a captain.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
That's cool that you made it right away. Were there other freshmen that made it right away?
Yes. I think we were called the Live Nude Bees.
Oh,
Or that might have been the team after, but
Okay.
Oh no, that wasn't my year because there was like a year where we had like 4 freshmen, which was like a big deal.
Okay.
I think there was just a couple of us that like made it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's cool.
It was
Okay,
very
we
intense.
ask everybody did you have a nemesis at all in improv
An improv nemesis. Ooh.
that you can think of?
I mean, improv is so hard because it's like
It's
such
like a team thing.
It's a team.
But I feel like,
sport.
is there anybody? You don't have to tell us who, but maybe is there?
Did I? Yes or no? Just blink.
Did anybody ever? Were you ever like, this person doesn't match up with me, or this person like?
Nah, I'm my own worst enemy, honestly. If I
Okay,
had a
you're your
nemesis,
own nemesis?
yeah, I was my nemesis. Yeah, like, but no, I'm not really a nemesis person either, though. You know, like I just people are around. You know, there's some people I'm just like, well, that was a lot.
I'm sure you were other people's nemesis.
I
Without
wonder.
knowing it,
I think
especially
so.
if you made it all those years.
Yes, I
you
do
probably were
believe.
the nemesis of many people who wanted to make it.
I think I'm thinking about that more recently now because like I'm just like who like why you know but now I like kind of get it you know like there was like there's been like weird instances of just like I don't know where it comes from, maybe it's jealousy or not, but I remember like in the dorms like there was a lot of photographs that went up of like the first hall or whatever. And for whatever reason, I don't even know. I don't know who I pissed off, but like I was like hanging out in the dorms like way later in that first year. And I'm like looking at the pictures and I'm like, someone scratched out all my eyes?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you definitely had nemesis.
I guess. And then like, and this is not in college.
Unless they were just
but
like walking by and just did that because it was.
I was just like, just me. No one else's eyes got scratched out. I was like, well, all right.
And you didn't feel like creeped out about it? You were just like, all right.
I mean, I didn't even know who to
send
suspect.
me on like a YouTube rabbit hole. This is like where my brain would go. It'd be like, okay, this is like a Dateline episode. Somebody's after me.
100%.
You're just like, whatever. I'm gonna go watch ASMR videos.
I mean, truly, if I knew they existed back then,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, that's really healthy of you.
Thank you. I mean, I
that's
wish
really
I could.
good.
Thank you. I mean, I think that just like everybody's got their own thing. There's some things that like I can't kick, you know, that people are like, why, you know, like everyone's got their stuff, but like jealousy or paranoia has never really been my thing. I'm still like big. I'm still working on a lot of my people pleasing stuff. Although I will say I did turn 40, and like it really did feel like a lot of fucks went right out of the room.
Really?
Oh yeah. It was interesting. I was hoping, but
Like
I wasn't.
overnight.
I would say like like kind of just in a more time release way, but like around this section of my life, I'm just like, maybe not even like, oh, I cared about it and now I don't, but just like maybe a realization of like, oh, I guess I don't care about this thing that used to drive me crazy, you know, like, or just kind of like feeling, you know, I don't feel like transformations do happen in that, you know, like I do think that they are gradual, like a champagne cork, just like gently losing gas, you know, it's never a pop. But it is kind of nice to just be like, I don't know. I went to an Emmys after party a couple days ago. I wasn't even invited. I was but I was my friend's plus one.
Okay.
And I was like, great, awesome. Like, but like the way I approached the whole thing,
yeah, it's so
wildly
different than before.
Than I would have 5 years ago. Yeah.
I feel like that too. And sometimes I'm like, is it because I'm a mom now? Or is it because of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Or is it all of it? Or is it my age?
Yes.
I'm like, would any of this have happened if it would I still feel, I don't know, where I just am kind of like, I don't care about that.
I think all of it. Definitely being a mom, a lot of things that got to go just for survival.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like a lot of things that you were worried about or whatever. How was I at that party or whatever? Just like gone. Because you're like, I am surviving.
I remember after, I think it was like after the pandemic, I walked into something that like used to would have stressed me out, like acting wise. And I walked in and I could not stop laughing. I was like looking at it in like such a different way, and it was making me like crack up to the point where I had to like go outside because I thought I was being disrespectful, because I was like, this is all bullshit. It just all felt so I don't know. It just like looked so different to me, and it was in a place where I had been a bunch of times in my younger life. Yeah. So it was like walking into the same place, but just like seeing it in a different way where I couldn't stop laughing at it.
Do you remember like any like detail about it, or if something someone said that kind of like triggered like, wait a minute?
I think I just used to take acting like so seriously. And I was like, I think when I first moved here, I was like, I didn't know I was going to do comedy. I didn't even really think I was like
really
funny. I didn't
really.
I just like,
because you're so inherently funny. You're like, your perspective, you're so inherently funny. So that is interesting that was not a discovery. That was a discovery later.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew that I was like kind of funny growing up a little bit. Like I remember at cheerleading practice, I liked it every time they made you like retry out or something, especially for a competitive team. It was different for like school where they're only picking 6. But I would just go in and do like a completely improvised, made up, like terrible routine, because I just was like, this is so dumb. I'm just going to like do something so dumb. And who knows if it was funny, but I just was like, I care more about making people laugh than like doing a real
It's
tryout.
See,
but
it's the
nobody
same
was
thing.
ever like, you're funny. They were probably like,
Sure.
Brittany.
Because you're in the wrong environment.
I think, yes, I was in the wrong environment. And then I moved here and I still didn't really know I was going to do comedy, like acting stuff. And I had one acting teacher, weirdly, she's since passed away like a few years ago, and she was the best. And she made me realize I was funny. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to do like comedy stuff. And this is also weird. To me, it was weird. Maybe this means nothing, but when my daughter did a musical theater camp this summer in the same building where I took that acting class for years, and like realized I was funny and I was going to do comedy stuff. And like I started like booking a lot of like TV comedy stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm like, I can make people laugh. And it kind of like changed. I remember talking to her, my acting teacher, outside the class. And she said something to me, and I remember just like crying, because I was like, she sees me, she gets me. Like, I feel like I know who I am now all of a sudden. And I was like standing by a trash can upstairs in like a shopping center. And I was like, I think I know who I am. And then I dropped my daughter off to do like a musical theater class in the same place where all of that happened to me. And she was so nervous to go there. And I was like, it was so weird. It was like really surreal.
I mean, that like...
And then she came out and she told me, she's like, I have the most lines in the play. I'm the star. And I was like, okay, you're never coming back here again. I was like, this is my place. I was like, this is my transformational place. This is where I became a star, not you.
I mean, we were talking this in our like deep conversation backstage, when we just had to talk to make sure that we were friends, to officialize our friendship. But we are we are our mothers and we are our daughters. There's something about like a lineage that is like like undeniable, and it haunts us.
Yeah.
And it does haunt us, you know? So it's like, of course your daughter has like a, like has like a beaconing to like, you know, in the same way that you do, of course, you know, because it's you. She's you.
Yeah.
You know, and
she's just like a better version of me though.
No one's a better version of anybody.
Except my daughter is better than a version of me. No, but it is funny. I feel like it's weird though because she is growing up in this city, which is scary.
It is
because
wild,
like we luckily grew up like not here.
Yeah.
So you could do improv and drama in your class and you could do that and whatever. Whereas like she's like I don't want her to do I don't want her to become like a actor. I want her to do like class stuff like that. You know?
I get it. I get it.
It's terrifying.
I would have chosen my way again. If someone like could say, hey, Lilan, do you want to do acting, but this time you start in Hollywood, I would be like, hell no.
No,
hell no.
I know. I don't think it's good at all.
Path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, oh God. I feel so, but like last
like
night.
she has to have the discovery. She has to be by the trash can as an adult.
I know.
You know?
I know. And she needs to have that. She's not going to though. We watched Troop Beverly Hills last night. I showed her Troop Beverly Hills. Have you seen that movie?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's Shelley Long leads like a Girl Scout troop in Beverly Hills.
Oh my gosh.
It's from like the early 90s, I think.
I will watch it.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But all the girls in the troupe live in Beverly Hills. And like one's an actress and one's like, dad is like, you know, like an actor. And one's like, one's mom writes like romance novels. And my daughter,
are these kids. Oh no.
She wasn't watching it in the same way that I was watching it. I was
we're supposed
realizing.
to laugh at it.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
she's like just watching it like, oh yeah. She is 5.5. So part of me is like, what of it does she not get? And what of it is she never going to get because she's growing up here?
That's true.
It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was also like, she's watching. I just like watched that young and saw Beverly Hills in this certain way. And then I watched my daughter watching Troop Beverly Hills, and I'm like, she's driven through these places so many times, you know. This does not seem like
she's like, yeah, that's like normal life. That's so freaky deaky. But yeah, you're right. We are these parents. Not we are these kids. We are these parents.
Yeah.
You know, like Nick, my husband, a screenwriter.
Yeah.
I'm an actor. I'm a director.
Yeah.
Like our child, like our friends host a show at UCB called Wildly Appropriate. And it's an improv show for kids.
Okay.
So kids can come, they can see some improv, and then they can volunteer to go on stage and do improv.
Oh, that's cool.
And they asked one of us if we'd like to be in the show. And so we're like, oh, we'll come as a whole family. One will watch our son and the other one will be on stage. I had to remove my son from the theater because after like his first taste of being on stage, he was trying to wriggle from my grasp to literally crawl hands back onto the stage. He was like, that, like he was like.
And he's 2.
He's 2 and some months now.
Okay.
And so he was like 1.5.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it's haunting. It's really haunting, you know.
I know.
It's like, oh
and
no,
like, I don't
there's
want
going to be
that.
no separation, no time, you know.
No.
Because part of the beauty of what we do is that it was hard to attain.
Yeah, I know.
It's like it follows. I mean, that's why there are so many stories about actors, and that's why, you know, there is all this language around like, you know, like small town, big city, you know, like there's all this like, you know, it's a hero's journey. It's a hero's journey, rags to riches, you know, whatever. And we got to go on that hero's journey. There was strife, there was disappointment, there was doubt, and there was points of no return, you know, or what all is lost moments, right? There were definitely all is lost moments. And
like when you're picking gum off of a table as a waitress underneath.
Some deep dark times. Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
yes, like some very humbling experiences.
The jobs that I feel like.
Putting shoes on old ladies' feet, you know, and hey, they deserve to have shoes being put on their feet. They're old ladies.
They do.
But like,
nobody should put their gum under a table.
But no one should put their gum on a table.
You know.
You know.
No, I know. I feel like I sometimes am like, okay, I feel like I need to fuck her up a little bit somehow because I'm like, she's gotta like, I feel like I had so many traumatic experiences in my childhood and in my life that I'm like, it just.
She needs a little. This is so female. I do believe it's so female. I mean, like, and also, like, gender is a spectrum also, too, whatever. But, like, this is so female, you know? Like, it's, I have a son.
Yeah.
I don't, like, but, like, so all I can connect with is, like, me and my mother's relationship.
Yeah.
And it's, like, my mother and I are bound to each other. We've always had a fraught relationship. She's also, like, a very fraught person. I can tell from, like, the way she moves out in the world. It's just like, oh, other people, like, have a hard time with her too. It's not just like the secret that my mother and I share.
Yeah.
But like,
when did you realize that? Later, right?
Way later.
Yeah.
Way later. Yeah. No, I've been guessing
interesting
for a really long time.
to realize it and be like, oh, it's not me.
Yeah. But we were always, my mother and I are always like a little bit like knives out, a little bit. At each other, you know. We know we're also going down together. Like it's like we are not trying to separate. Yeah. We're not trying to cut off from each other. And like you know, and these are things that like sometimes like people around me don't understand. They're like, why, you know? But I'm like, but I understand it inherently, and I think it's like there's something in. Like, especially if you've got like a performer like soul, you know, like an attention soul, you know, which I have, my mother has, you have, your daughter clearly has too, where you're just like, oh, it's like Chicago.
Yeah, that is what it is. It's like the most
you guys
dramatic
are tap dancing
relationship I've ever been in my entire life. The most abusive, dramatic relationship I've ever been in. And
not your mother, your daughter.
My daughter.
Oh my gosh. Brittany.
My daughter. I do feel like I remember exactly when I realized this is what was happening. I was in Switzerland visiting Marco's family, trying to come back. And like there was a whole Switzerland.
And you're not on your home base anyway.
I'm not on my home base.
You're
off kilter.
Yes.
My daughter is like all of a sudden turned. She was probably a little older than your son at this point.
Oh, yeah.
She was maybe like a year and a half at this point. And she all of a sudden decided on the plane on the way there out of nowhere was like, I only like my dad. If you even look at me, Mom, I'm going to start screaming bloody murder from being like this. We were like this. She didn't want to leave my side. And then all of a sudden, everyone was like, they must think I'm an abusive parent on this 13-hour flight to Switzerland or like the most absentee parent. I had to sit there and like not look at her. If I looked at her, she'd be like, I was like, oh my God. And then I spent like 3 weeks in Switzerland with my in-laws where Penelope just like really preferred my husband and made me look like so bad in front of my in-laws. Like, why does she even?
And she knows she's doing it.
Yeah. And
she
then,
knows. I know they know.
On the way home, something happened getting on the plane on the way back and we couldn't get on the plane because they messed something up. And I was so mad. And Penelope only wanted Marco. And I was already like trying to deal with these people to get us on the plane. And I sat on the floor in Switzerland, which is not allowed. Nobody sits on the floor in Switzerland in the airport. I sat on the floor and just like sob cried because I realized I was like, oh, this is a mother and daughter relationship. This will be the rest of our lives.
Oh gosh.
I had that like whole, like, I was like, oh, every mother and daughter has something like this. And it's happening, and I don't think this is going to get fixed. I think this will just always be like this.
That is so intense. I mean,
it was like,
I feel your intent. Like,
I've had to like learn how to handle myself through it. Like I've had to do a lot of work on myself.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm like, it's gonna, like mothers and daughters have a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I like really got hit in the face with it where I was like, oh my God. And now I have a son too. And sometimes,
and what's that like?
Sometimes I'll be like in my daughter's room and I'm like, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'll just like walk into my son's room and I'll be like, hey, it's like my respite. It's like my relief spot. Because even if he's crying, it's different.
It's different.
And I know he's the only one, so it might change, but like it's different.
My son and I are so harmonious, so on the same page. So usually together, you know, like and I was told this too when I was like strolling around and there's a boy or girl, always boy. And like other moms would be like, boys love their moms. Boys love their moms.
Those are all girl moms. To me, like, boys love their moms.
I mean, like, it is, I don't know what it is. And of course, yeah, not everything, but it is like, oh, like, there's something in there. I don't know. I'm just thinking about like me and my mother. Like my mom is like definitely difficult, but the relationship she has with my brother, way different. My brother is like, Lilan, you should see our mom when you're not around. She's chill. And I was like, I should see. Gosh. How will I do that? How will I do that, Jason? Tell me.
We should get your mom on a reality show with you and your brother. And so we can all see it.
If I were evil, I would absolutely do that. Because she would be a star. She's like, she's got like that Duck Dynasty pizzazz, you know?
Oh my gosh.
She is so quirky and interesting and like bananas. She would be so good for reality TV. But I don't mess around with that.
What's your mom's name?
Linda.
Oh my gosh.
Linda.
Yeah. I feel like Linda and Penelope should have a reality show. That's my daughter.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
We just like send them off.
Yes, that would make for incredibly watchable, incredibly entertaining TV. Like, yeah. Also because my mom is not great with kids.
That would be so funny. And my daughter's not great with adults. No, just kidding.
I mean, yeah.
She's not great with authority figures.
Yeah. Maybe they would find kind of like their own little like, maybe they would like find a team and they would team up against us.
My daughter doesn't think she's a kid, so your mom might be okay with it. I think this would be really funny. I'd watch it.
Honestly, I would. I choose to not watch these things that drive me crazy. That would drive me absolutely nuts. But
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something there. I don't know. I don't know quite the psychology of it, but definitely I feel it.
Yeah, I feel
totally
it too.
feel it.
I feel it too. That's so funny. And so your mom is from Taiwan?
Yes.
And you're taking your son there, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to be meeting my mother.
Oh, you're meeting up there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to hear when this comes out because the trip will have happened and all the anticipations that I have will have had answers.
Oh my gosh, maybe you'll have to come for a post follow-up. I feel like the way we really bonded is I was leaving to go on a trip to Switzerland and you were like, oh, you're going to Switzerland? And I was like, yeah.
Yes.
I just like shivered.
I saw you brace for attack.
I just got scared and nervous.
Yes. I saw your body language was paragraphs of like, here we go. I saw you get on a turtle shell, the blood rushed out of your face. And you went, yes, I am. I'll be going with my family. And I was like, do you need a water right now to continue this conversation? I get it.
Yeah.
I think you have way more obstacles than I have, because I've got lifelines over there. There's a language barrier for sure.
Okay.
But my cousins do speak English better than I speak Mandarin. Okay, my cousin's my age, which is good. But outside of that, my mom is the translator.
So you rely on her for
I rely on her every time we've went to Taiwan, which hasn't been a ton of times, but I've had to rely on her and she's been really advantageous about that. She's she's just like, oh, everybody says we're all helping me move into my cousin's apartment today, and you guys. And then I'll see a conversation that's happening in Taiwanese between her and my aunt. And they're negotiating and my mom is going, no, blah, 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 and I don't know what's being said. And then finally my mom rolls her eyes and turns to me and my brother and goes, okay, I told them that how you would love to spend today is helping me move into my cousin's place. Even though there are other people to help me. Here's the thing, there are other people. But she's like, but do you want to help me move into my place or go with your cousins your age and just have fun?
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I think we want to go with our cousins and have fun. And she was like, but she was trying to spin this web, being like, they told me that their favorite thing to do is to carry luggage.
Oh my gosh.
over the relatives that are already going to help me. You know, they want to do it so badly.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and then it was like my cousin who like was like later being like, your mom like will say anything. Because he knows Mandarin and Taiwanese and English, you know, like, and so he's seeing a whole world that
funny.
I'm not seeing. So this, I'm calling this trip the end boss.
The what?
The end boss, like, level of the video game.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, like, you know how like in like take it way back, like in Mario, Super Mario, like, you know, each level, there's like a boss, like there's Bowser or whatever at the end. And you have to like, and so I feel like with me and my mom's journey of like our relationship, our functionality, my connection with my Taiwanese family, you know, it's all like coming to a head. Like I am flying solo, so I don't have protection with my son. So I have to protect somebody. Meeting my mother there, the person I rely on, and we are going to have to function together for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It is going to be a test of strength.
Yeah.
Endurance. Boundaries.
Boundaries. I feel like when you have your son, though, it's like you become like a different person. So I feel like it's going to be easier.
I think the odds are good here. I think there's a couple of things going on because having my son makes me weaker and stronger. One, because he needs a lot of care. That requires a lot of...
And he can't carry luggage.
He can't carry luggage. So my mom can't rope him into that.
No.
But like he's not, you know, he's still 2.
Yeah.
So that's like a lot of like on time, you know, I really rely on co-parenting with me and Nick, you know, like I really rely on it. I'm like so glad that I got like the most feminist husband ever.
Oh my gosh.
Because turns out I am not pulling my weight as the weight that women are expected to carry. I'm pulling exactly how much I feel like I am, you know, like
I definitely feel you on that. Sometimes I'm like, my husband's like, why are you keeping score of everything? And I'm like, because I know I'm way down in points and I'm always way down in points.
That's so funny.
And that's why I'm keeping score, because my guilt is keeping score because I'm losing.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, it is like, I mean, when people are like, you know, because like moms, they carry the mental load and they carry the blah, blah, blah. Look, there is some of that's true because patriarchy. Yeah. You know, like where it's just like, oh yeah, there's just not an expectation. You know, there are things that like men generally are just less trained in, you know, so like we're more trained in it. We've been around kids more before we have them. But like, I'm carrying as much as I need to.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be, you know, singular parent to child. My mother is not. She likes being around her grandson, but she's not like, oh, I could watch him for a couple hours. She's not that kind of grandparent. You know, she has a lot of needs and demands.
She needs you to like watch her too a little.
But she's also, and here's the thing, I say all this being like, I love my mom. I have to. I am my mom. Yeah. You know. But we are trying to take each other down. Like,
I get it.
So like this going in here, it's like, I think I've got a fighting chance of making this a really valuable trip because she's 74. She's never been weaker. And I've never been stronger. Yeah. I've been doing the shadow work. I've been in therapy. I have, you know, all the little tricks.
All of your strength will come out if you have your son with you, I feel like. 'Cause you just like have to.
I have to. But I mean, I haven't passed every test so far since he's been born. It's definitely made things easier because she's in a better mood or whatever. But like, she knows how to like needle. She knows how to pick at me. I mean, just even as like most recent as like, we took our son up to the Bay Area to have like a family birthday. And, you know, it was kind of a wild feat anyway. Like we were traveling there and then we had to plan a birthday party from there. So like we had to go to Costco, you know, like, and like my mom was like really sweet. She bought everything from Costco, but like it always comes with like a different price, you know, we pay in a different way. And the way I was paying that day is that she was just like, she was just all up in my shit, you know. She was just like, you need to put this here and blah blah blah, and like we're like, and it was a little windy that day, and she's like, hey, you chose this, you chose to have, you know, the party outside when we could have had my house, and like, you know, and I was like having the parties to be close to like family who have like problem traveling, you know, like I was just like, you know, I was not doing it I wasn't doing any of that for me. I wasn't doing any of like,
no, you're
so
never doing any. You're never throwing a 2-year-old birthday to have a good time.
You're right.
You're never doing that for yourself.
You're so right. But you know, like, and she got me. She just got me. After a certain point, I was like, "Where would you like me to put this plate?" And it was a little too loud. And then she won. Because then, you know, the whole night she could be like
unravel like
she
that.
wanted to break me. And then later in the evening she could be like, I don't know why you were so mad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you were so mad. You got so mad. Why are you always so angry? Why are you always angry?
Oh my gosh,
so
Linda
angry.
and Penelope, my daughter, are exactly the
they
same.
Know it. They're
know. Exactly the same.
They know how to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
How to like push you until you explode.
Oh, yeah. You know, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm so shocked. Like, it is an incredible skill.
It really is. I think I have that skill too, though.
I think
Also, I want to ask you really quick, do you have a breakdown moment in improv? Your biggest like breakdown, meltdown? Do you have one?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure I have actually tons.
Okay.
But I was just not feeling great. And like, it was, you know, breakdowns, as you know, happen in the weirdest places, you know? And it was, I remember, I was just like, I was on a house team at UCB, a Herald team is what they're called. And we were just doing a practice with a chill coach. And I just was like, not, like, I don't know, like with improv, it's so ungraspable sometimes why something's not working. And it's so heady. It can be, you know. And I was getting noted in a really average way. You know, the shakeups were coming soon, like the auditions were coming soon. So everybody kind of had this stress. We had the stress as a team. It's like, oh, I hope we go to get on the next route or whatever. And I was like, taking notes, you know, it's like, and Lilan, maybe you want to think about just like taking a beat before, you know, bringing in another detail if there's already I'm like, yeah, sure. And then like, perhaps in my car, I was like, I've been doing improv at this point for like 15 years, you know, and I'm like in my car just like, I don't know how to do improv, you know, just
course,
like it happens then.
Yeah.
It happens then, you know, like those first years where I was just like really stinking it up, you know, like I had no idea I was bad, you know, and I was having the best time, you know, and then like, it just happens in the weird places. I'm on a comfortable team. I'm already on a team. All my friends love me. We have great shows. We have a chill coach. And like improv still has this, is my mom and your daughter. It still knows how to be like, he.
Yeah, you'll never be good enough. Not good at this. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I also feel like the more you know, it also messes with you more.
Yes. Yeah. Like,
because then you're like, oh, did I like lose it?
Yeah.
Or did I?
You can examine yourself. Yeah. It's not just all fun and games, which
like it
literally is in the beginning or depending on what kind of form you play.
know.
It's fun and games.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
And then when you're thinking about strategy or whatever, and it, you know, exists everywhere as like a coach or as like a workshop teacher or whatever, I've definitely put people in their heads without meaning to. And like people leave in a worse place sometimes than a better place. And I'm like, well, thanks for the time. You know? And sometimes people leave inspired and lifted, you know, like that happens too, but it's just like, it's such a fickle beast.
Yeah.
Improv is like so, you know, especially the learning of it. It takes so long to be good. It's not like a linear skill like guitar.
Yeah.
You know, like where it's just like, okay, I couldn't play songs and now I can play songs. It's just like you can feel at the top of your game, the energy is so high, and then just like have a show with like really skilled people and be like, woo, no one was having an awesome time at all.
Yeah.
You know, it is interesting how that can still creep up. The average gets better, of course, you know, like I feel so, I'm doing now like one show a month and that's kind of my limit and it feels really good. And I feel confident enough about that show. It's just like, even like a low score is going to be entertaining for a crowd. They'll still like it. They'll still enjoy. So I'm at that level now, which is really like relaxing.
Is good, yeah.
But, you know, I've also been doing this for 26 years.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. But that's great that it's something that you can keep doing, which is so nice. And so then when did you moved here and did you start acting right away at the same time you started improv?
I mean, not like I mean, acting is what I could. I was on TV right away for sure. But I hit the ground running. I took at the same time I was taking UCB classes, Upright Citizens Brigade improv classes. I enrolled at this theater called Playhouse West that teaches Meisner. You know these things for our listeners. So I was getting a dramatic training as well. I was mad for it. I was just hungry for it. I was doing extra work. I was doing every student film.
You went and did extra work?
I did extra for years.
Whoa.
Years, and because I am I'm less hurt by how they treat you.
Oh my gosh.
I had a great time.
You're
I was
so
not very
much
hurt.
healthier than me. I did extra work one time in Hawaii on Lost.
Oh, wow.
And I went to college in Hawaii, and I was like, because the casting director was like, listen, we don't get a lot of like white blonde girls on this show. So do you want to do extra work on the show? And I was like, okay. And it was a cult scene where everybody died. Like 200 people died in this cult.
Oh, man.
And I decided to die in the grass face down just in case there was a role for me on the show later that I wouldn't have been like an extra.
Yes,
and I also was like, I don't want.
Yes.
So I died. They're like, are you sure you want to lay face down? I was like, I am positive about
this.
Girl. I was like, I don't want anybody to see me as an extra dead in the show, and I believe I will get a part on the show later.
That's a good sign. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, it's in you.
I never
it's the
got
same.
a part on that show.
Who
later.
cares? The show
I moved away.
Ended. Who cares? That show was a million years ago.
But I was like, I can't. I felt so second class citizen, and it really bothered me.
It is very. I mean, there are things that resemble like troubling nation movements to dehumanize
really
people,
bad.
where it's like you don't get to eat, and part of it, is for efficiency of a set, but like you get some people, like you get some second 80s who they're getting treated bad and they need some like a group of people to take it out on.
They take it out on, and they're like, oh, and I just was like, I am a 3-time national champion competitive cheerleader at the height of my cheerleading game right now. Do not treat me like
yes.
like somebody who needs to eat at the very end.
Yes.
I very much was like, do you know who I am? And they're like, nobody. No, that means nothing to anybody.
But I mean, I see this all as a good sign, because you didn't let your worth, like, you weren't bothered by your worth. You were like, I'm a star. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I really do. I really do. Like, and not to say that I haven't been hurt, and like I haven't been like really pissy about, especially when I started acting, and like in the comedy space, there's like all like these, you get hooked up with a friend. It's like, oh, come and do this like funky little thing. But because you don't have a line, you get like kicked in with the extras, like, and then like you get treated like shit all day, like, and I did definitely almost cried. I did cry, I think, at the end of that day. Yeah. So that like happens too. Or like I've been a comedian, and just because I'm a comedian and like the showrunners of the show are comedian people, they're like, oh, like come in and we've got like a fun little part for you too. But like no one knows that I'm friends with the showrunners. And so they're like, okay, miss, you have to eat the slop over in the slop corner, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, Yeah. Like it is dehumanizing for sure.
It is dehumanizing. I think like showing up as a guest on anything is dehumanizing a little,
Brittany.
I feel like it is a little bit, because it's like, I don't know. It just depends on how people treat you on the show.
But here's what I'll offer in return. This is part of kind of like in the give no fucks category. This is also like through pandemic. I would say definitely through pandemic. We're in California where cannabis is legal. And so that's definitely been a big part of my like therapy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Of like learning how to just not care so much. But you can also remind people.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, and, because there are no rules. Everybody is kind of making it up, and everybody is so sensitive. And like, I get to like really kind of see this now where it's just like, oh, especially in our industry, there's so many just vibrating egos that like, you actually, if like, and it's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to do, because especially when you're receiving an energy, we're good actors because we receive energy well, because we're sensitive people, and because we like part of our job requires us to receive something and be shaken up. So of course, when somebody's not treating us well, you know, that is going to like, we're not like, we don't have hard shells for a reason. We can't do work if we do, but we can airbend. We can move with it. We can come in a strong way, you know, and just say, and we can really take back, we can reclaim the word guest.
Yeah.
I'm a guest.
Yeah. I feel like I've been
invited.
I love that. I feel like I don't let it doesn't get to me. I think there's sometimes when I am just so appalled at other people's behavior. That's what it is more, where I show up and I'm like, wow, that's how you treat people who come onto your show?
It's deregulating.
That's not nice. I'm just like, there's a lot of like high school like ego hierarchy stuff with some people, not everybody. And then you meet the people who are like really kind and welcoming and stuff. I remember I was on the middle for like so long, and Patricia Heaton had been on, I mean, that show went on for 9 years, and I feel like Everybody Loves Raymond was like on for 10 years or something. Yeah. So she was on like 2 of the longest running shows, and she was so nice to all the extras. She would like, I was like, oh wow, like there, you know, there's a reason that people like work for so long too, because some people just aren't like that. Yeah. So I guess that's what when I see it, I'm like, ugh. Okay, what are you doing right now? Where can people see you? You're on Shrinking.
I'm on Shrinking. Yes. I'm on Shrinking. Season 3 is coming out.
Okay.
I make a couple of dead wife appearances.
Amazing.
I love to be a dead wife. It's so great. It's the best thing ever.
It's the easiest way to be a wife.
It's the oh my gosh, being dead is definitely the easiest way to be a wife. Like, it absolutely rocks, you know, like where it's just like, because it's like, oh, like there's a lot of heaviness in the show and it's because of my death, but I don't know I died. I have no idea I died.
That's amazing.
So it's like, so I got to come in with just like positive, like awesome. And like, I gotta do all the scenes that like break people's hearts. So it's like always like sweet stuff. It's like, we did have like that cool like fight scene too, which was really great, you know, like, and like and really supportive. Talk about people who are really nice. Yeah. Everybody in Shrinking. Like, it's just
great.
It is like, so, and it's like, you know, like Bill Lawrence sets the tone, Jason Segel sets the tone, Brett Goldstein sets the tone, like, you know, like, like, you know, there's just like a lot of love to go around. So it's like, it's an easy place to do great work, I think.
That's awesome. Marco, my husband, went to visit your set twice because we know the DP, John Brawley.
I love him.
Yeah, he's the best, right?
Yes.
He's the best. And so Marco just got his degree in psychology.
Awesome.
And so he came twice to the show during like scenes. John was like, come watch, you know, the scenes. And I think John Brawley like once was like, oh, guys, Marco just got his degree and like announced it. It was like so nice. And everybody was he did say it was like the nicest set he's been to. Everybody was like, great.
No.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so fun.
And when does season 3 come out?
I have no idea.
Great.
I'm living in just a very surreal world. Like that's,
perfect.
You know, I don't keep track of these things. I barely knew who was of course I like knew because of Shrinking, you know, but like I'm getting all my news from Instagram these days. Like, I do have like a couple of Substacks, like from independent journalists that are like really reputable. I've been following from a long time when they were like at different networks before like they branched off their own. So it's like, I feel like that's a healthy way to consume, you know, where it's just like, but like, you know, like as far as like keeping up with what is happening, my truth is I am not.
Great. Perfect.
I am not. I have no idea when season 3 comes out.
Perfect. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, where can people find you to follow you?
I guess Instagram is still like the big one too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a creeper on like Blue Sky and Substack. You know, you don't really get anything out of following me there, I think.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you can see what like, you know, what kind of like poets I like on Substack or whatever, you know. But yeah, Instagram seems to be like where I'm still connected to the outside world.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay,
that's
great.
it. I deleted my Twitter.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What's your handle on Instagram?
Your friend, Lilan.
Perfect. I love it.
Lilan.
Awesome.
Not Lillian. Not Lillian.
I love it.
I used to never be bothered by that. Now, that's the only thing. I chose to pull a fuck back in. So
That is
40 is
so
like,
funny.
I give no fucks, but I'm gonna actually bring in a new give a fuck. I choose to never be called Lillian again.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Don't call her Lillian, Lilan.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. This was so fun.
Thank you, Brittany. This was the
Yay.
best.
I'm so glad we got to do it.
Oh my gosh! I hope our insidious daughter and mother meet one day.
I know. Oh my gosh. Guess what? We're coming to Taiwan too.
Come on down. What about? Please.
Can you imagine?
Please come on down.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Yay.
I'm gonna open mine too. Okay.
Sorry, what a gross sound to be like sipping into the mic. Sorry.
Some people really like that. Some people that could actually
Slurp.
make us a lot of money. I also had to cut myself off of like Dateline and true crime because it's all I liked to watch. But I started to think my husband was trying to kill me.
Yeah,
because it like got in my mind. Because I'm like, it's always the nice guys, you know.
Oh my god.
I was like, is he slowly
Brittany.
poisoning me? I know.